The Empire That Vanished, the forgotten wisdom of Al-Andalus script. They say an empire dies when its armies fall. But what if I told you? One of the greatest empires in history was destroyed not by war, but by forgetting who it was. Let me take you to Al-Andalus, Muslim Spain. A land that once dazzled the world. A place where Christian monks, Jewish philosophers, and Muslim scientists lived not in opposition, but in harmony. Where books were copied by hand in golden ink. Where surgeons performed complex operations, while the rest of Europe still bled patients to balance their humors. Where women studied medicine. Where streetlights illuminated cities centuries before Paris or London ever dreamed of it. But who speaks of it now? What happened to this golden age? Why did the West erase it from its history books? And perhaps more importantly, why did the Muslim world forget it too? Al-Andalus began in 711, when Tariq ibn Ziyad crossed the Strait of Gibraltar with a small army. He was Berber, not Arab, not royal, not elite, but he carried something greater. Belief, not in conquest, but in creating something better. And they did. For nearly 800 years, Al-Andalus became a living testament to what civilization could be. While the rest of Europe drowned in feudalism and fanaticism, Al-Andalus built libraries, observatories, and gardens. While kings fought over land, poets sang of love, exile, and the soul's hunger for beauty. But here's the tragic twist. The greatness of Al-Andalus didn't die from outside. It collapsed from within. As the centuries passed, the spirit of unity gave way to tribal arrogance. The ruling Umayyads, once champions of inclusion, became obsessed with power. Small kingdoms called taifas broke apart what had once been one. Muslim turned against Muslim. Petty rivalries replaced grand visions. And while they fought amongst themselves, the Catholic kingdoms of the north slowly crept down. Not stronger, just more focused, fueled by the fire of religious extremism. By 1492, Granada, the last jewel of Al-Andalus, fell. That same year, Columbus set sail to discover the world, and the libraries of burned, the scientists silenced, the Jews expelled, the Muslims given a choice. Convert, flee, or die. Imagine that. A civilization that lit up the world, reduced to ash in a matter of decades. But maybe the deeper tragedy isn't that it fell. Maybe it's that we never learned why it mattered, because Al-Andalus wasn't perfect, but it was proof, live and breathing proof, that people of different faiths and cultures could live, learn, and thrive together, not by force, not by erasing differences, but by embracing them, by believing that knowledge, beauty, and justice belong to all humanity, not just one race, one religion, or one empire. And what did the world choose instead? Colonialism, dogma, division. When we lost Al-Andalus, we didn't just lose a place. We lost a possibility. We lost the memory that it was once normal for people to debate astronomy after Friday prayers, to write love poetry in Arabic while believing in the Torah, to treat a patient regardless of creed, color, or coin. Today, when we speak of a clash of civilizations, we forget that there was a time when civilizations danced together. That is the silence history has wrapped around Al-Andalus, a silence soaked in regret, and maybe guilt, because if the world remembered Al-Andalus, we would have to confront the lies we built our modern identities upon. We would have to admit that greatness comes not from domination, but from humility. Not from purity, but from plurality. Not from conquest, but from curiosity. It is easier to burn libraries than to read them. Easier to forget the light than to walk into it. But here's the question I leave you with. What if we've been taught only half the truth?